How y'all doing out there? It's your boy Mr. Sinister back with another pistol for the channel Sinister My News. And today we have the Walther Pdp. When I bought this gun, I was super excited for it. I had very high expectations for it when it arrived. Unfortunately, because I didn't do a good enough amount of research on it, when I got it, I didn't realize that it wasn't fully ambidextrous. So I was expecting for this one to take over my #1 spot for the gun that I carry the most, which is the Springfield Echelon. I was expecting for this one to be my #1 everyday carry, but it isn't fully ambi, which I could look past it and get around it. But I do like the fully ambi ones the most out of all my guns. So it is fully ambi in that I can drop the slide on the left and the right. I just had to swap the magazine release on it from right to left so that I could manipulate it the way that I want. So all the reviews that I was seeing online for this gun were fantastic, and this gun does live up to the hype. The stippling on it feels really good. I don't have any issues with this gun. If my hand were to get wet, I could say that if I put my hand back on this pistol that I could grip it with wet hands or sweaty hands or whatever it may be, so that I can operate this gun. So a little bit about this one as far as the specs. We've got a 4.5-inch barrel. I think this is going to be the longest gun that I have at almost 8 inches long. This one is going to be about 2.4 pounds heavy, which all my guns that I have are right around that weight, maybe a little less. This one does hold 18 rounds. I got 2 magazines when I bought it. This one's going to be about 5.7 inches tall, which is kind of tall for all the other guns that I have. This one is probably the tallest. Honestly, it's the biggest gun that I do have now. This one is going to be about 1.34 inches wide. Is grip on the pistol, which is a very good grip. So they do rate this one at about a 5-pound trigger pull, and for me, I think it's a little less. But the specifications say that the trigger pull can be anywhere between 4.5 pounds to 5.6 pounds, and so I would rate this one right at about 4.5 pounds. As soon as you hit the wall and that trigger breaks, it's very smooth, very crisp, very tactile. I do love this gun. I can't say that I have any qualms with it at all. I was just expecting for it to be fully ambi. That way I could have my friends shoot it, anybody that I wanted to come to the range with me to shoot it. But other than that, we'll go ahead and take it down for you guys so that y'all can see it disassembled. So this one is a little bit different because, like some of my other guns, you have to actually pull the trigger in order to get the slide off, which is not bad. So here's your spring, and then your barrel's on the inside. Like I said, 4.5 inches for the barrel. Very good there. I do like this gun a lot, man. I won't say anything bad about it. Man, I need to clean this thing. I took it to the range and now it's a little dirty. But anyway, so these 2 tabs here, there's one on the left and one on the right. You would just pull them down. Well, first you would lock it to the rear, pull the tabs down, operate the slide release, pull the trigger, and then it just comes off, which is pretty simple. All of my guns are pretty simple as far as getting the slide off and everything like that. But this is the Walther. I'm going to have to take it back out to the range and really shoot it and see how much I do actually like this one. I've taken it to the range once. I shot it alongside my Springfield Echelon just to see how I would compare the two, and they're very similar. The difference with my Springfield Echelon is it does have a little red dot on it. Well, it's actually a green dot. It has a little green dot on it, so I can use that as my sights. But these sights are really good out of the box. I don't like the 2 white sights on the rear. So here, let me take it down so we're safe. All right, so there's 2 white dots on the rear and 1 white dot on the front. For me, if these were blacked out and this was white, that would be better for me to see, because now I gotta try to adjust my eyes with the two white out rear sights and the white front sight. I have guns that have blacked out front and rear. I don't like those. I have guns that have a blacked out rear with a white front sight, which is really good. I have one that has a tritium red front sight, which is fantastic. But just for me, I'm not saying that I can't pick it up when I'm aiming and about to fire and shoot and everything like that. I can still see it, but I would rather have either blacked out rear with a white front or some kind of color on the front with the white in the rear. That's just what I would rather have as far as the sights. I do plan on putting a dot on this at some point, and then so I won't even be using this front white sight at all anyway. But just for anybody who would rather run irons, that's just something to consider with the white front and white rear. But other than that, man, this would be a great gun for a first-time gun buyer. I think this one is really good. Like I said, the only thing for me is that it's not fully ambidextrous. But other than that, I would tell anyone to go out and get this one. It does feel really good in the hand when you're about to fire, and then that trigger breaks. But other than that, Walther Pdp.